Welcome to my very first tutorial. This is a flat twist out combined with a bantu knot. It's a combination of two of my favorite twist outs that you can find on YouTube. The first is by Miss Donedo. I'll link her video at the bottom here. It's a gorgeous twist out that she did, and it's called the best twist out ever. And it really kind of is. I can't be mad at her twist out. It's gorgeous. So definitely check that one out. And then I combined it with another twist out that Natural 85 does, Miss Whitney. You can check hers out. I'll link the other one down there as well. And hers is a bantu knot out that she, well, you can watch the video for yourself and check it out. And this is the finished look. As you can see, and I'll include some pictures as well so you can get a better look. But I hope you enjoy. In order to care for it, and I think I mentioned this later in the video, but just sleep with a satin bonnet. If you want to touch it up, you can always spritz your hair with water and do some retwisting. That's no problem. I did sit under the dryer for this set. It's optional. If you have enough time to let your hair air dry, you can absolutely do that. It does not require heat. I just chose to use heat because I had somewhere to be and I needed to make sure that my hair was as dry as possible before leaving the house. So if you want to let it air dry, just give yourself plenty of time. Usually with gel, for me at least, it takes a really long time to let my hair fully dry. I usually have to leave the twists in for the whole next day and then take it down the day after. But if you are going to sleep with the twists in your hair, just wear a scarf. I have a silk scarf. It's not a satin scarf. You can use a satin scarf also. I just don't have one. But just a scarf to hold the twist down, and they're not the most comfortable thing to sleep in, but they're not that bad. So I hope you enjoy my first tutorial, and please do like and comment and subscribe. Love to hear your thoughts, and thanks for joining me on Jayme's Journeys. Bye. Hi folks. So I just finished co-washing my hair, and the only products I have in my hair at the moment are leave-in conditioner as well as some homemade shea butter. I use the Natural 85 recipe. You can find it on her YouTube channel. I'll put a link below at the bottom of the video. So I'm going to get started with my set here. I'm going to start by parting my hair on the side that I want it. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have a mirror over here. So pardon me. I'm just going to part my hair on the side here, like so.
I deserve more, but I do.
So I typically start with the front of my hair for this set. So I'm going to do that, and I'm not really going to use my rat tail comb to make my first section. I'm just going to part it with my fingers. And that's about as much as I'm going to use. And I'm just pushing the rest of it out of the way for now. So the product that I'm using is the Eco Styler gel with olive oil. You can use whatever gel works best for your hair. I really like this kind because it doesn't really leave any residue in my hair. I mean, when I first put it in and comb it through, you're going to see that there is some residue. But once it dries really nice, and it doesn't leave me with any flakes. It makes the set good for the whole week. So I'm a big fan of this one. So I'm just going to take a blob of the gel with 2 fingers. I use about that much. I tend to be heavy-handed, so I actually might put a little bit of that back. So now it's about that much, just a little bit less. And I'm just going to take it and smooth it through my hair in the front here. And my hair is mostly damp right now. It has started to dry already, but if it does, it's not the biggest deal in the world. If you feel like it's better to have your hair completely wet while you're doing this, you can always spritz it with a spray bottle, or just run your hands under some water and run it through your hair. That's fine too. And to make sure that the gel is distributed evenly through the section, I'm going to comb it through with my Denman brush. And I start about halfway down and then work my way up to make sure I'm not snagging my hair. And I've actually already detangled with my fingers in the shower, so there shouldn't be a ton of hair broken off. In fact, there's barely anything here. So now that it's evenly distributed, I'm going to do a flat twist for this set. And since my hair is short, I like smaller curls, so I'm going to do smaller sections for the flat twist. So I'm going to use about that much to start. And if you've watched a bunch of YouTube videos like I have, there are a lot of tutorials that are a little bit more detailed on how to do a flat twist, but this is how I do it. And I'll try to zoom in a little later. But I just start by taking two pieces, and then as you twist, you're grabbing a section of loose hair. And then you twist, and grab another section of loose hair and twist until you run out of hair in this section. And I'm just twisting in the direction that I like my hair to lay. You can do it in whatever direction is more comfortable for you and the style that you want to achieve. So now that I'm done with the flat twist portion, I'm just going to two-strand twist about that much. I'm not going to twist all the way down, and this is the part where the second of my favorite twist outs comes in. So I'm going to add a little bit more gel and comb it through. And then I'm just going to coil it like so. And then I'm going to start to bantu knot it. So you want to twist in the same direction as the flat twist that you just did. And I'm retwisting as I form my bantu knot, just to make sure that it's tight. You don't want it too tight because you don't want your hair to break off, but I'm going for more definition to my curls, so I'm doing them kind of tight. And I'm done with it, but I'm just twisting it in the same direction of the bantu knot just to make sure that it's nice and secure. And that first one is done. And so I'm going to do the next section here on the side. And I'll zoom in on this one so you can see it up close. So I'll do this section. I actually already have the gel in there, but I'll just comb it through one more time. And again, you don't want to start with combing your hair right at the roots because it increases the chances of snagging your hair, pulling it out. You don't want unnecessary breakage. So I'll just show you how to do the flat twist a little bit closer up. Start here. And one of the benefits of doing a flat twist out is that you're already creating the sections and you don't have to do any additional separating once you take it down, unless you just want to. Okay, so two-strand twist, but then I'm going to stop here. Add a little more gel. can already feel my hair starting to dry. And I'm gonna comb that through and coil the rest. And now I'll create my bantu knot. It's not a bad idea to have a towel nearby. If you're not doing this in your bathroom, you can always just wash your hands as you go along, or wash your face as you go along if you're doing this in your bathroom. But if not, it's a good idea to have a towel just in case you get product on your forehead like I know I did. Okay, so that one feels secure and it's done. So as you might be able to tell, I'm losing light at the moment, so I'm going to finish this up in my bathroom where the lighting isn't that great for filming, unfortunately, but I'm going to actually sit under the dryer just to make sure that it's dry in time. I'm going to a brunch tomorrow. I'll put all the information at the bottom of the video. It's for the Life is Loving Festival. Check it out. And so I will check in tomorrow so I can show you how the whole thing is twisted up in all of the sections, and then I'll show you the takedown, and then we'll take it from there. Good morning. So I have already showered and it's the next day. Already have my makeup on. I'm dressed, ready to go to brunch. I just want to show you what the finished twists look like before I take them down. So if you want to take a close-up look all the way around, that's what they look like when they're done. I didn't do really any particular direction. Usually I just do them vertically all the way around. If you want to mix it up, you can, but that's just usually what I do. There's not really a particular rhyme or reason to it, but it's just what feels most comfortable for me. So what I usually do first thing is I check and make sure that they're totally dry, and I start with that by taking down the last twist that I did. And so I started on this side over here, as you can see, and usually before I do anything, I will coat my hands with coconut oil. This is just straight coconut oil from the grocery store. There's nothing else in it, and it's already kind of melted down. So I'm gonna have to get a little careful with this. But just rub it on my hands, like so, and then you want to be very careful as you take them down, and only separate where you feel it's naturally separating on its own. Otherwise, it's going to create frizz. So that one's down, as you can see. I'll do some in the front so you can get a better shot. And my hair texture right in this area is actually a lot looser than the rest of my head. So the good thing about twist outs is it helps my hair look a little bit more uniform. What I do when I'm taking down the bantu knot is I twist in the opposite direction, almost like you're unscrewing a bottle cap. And that will loosen up the bantu knot so that you can unravel it easily. And I try to find the section where I was two-strand twisting and stick my finger in between, and then carefully pull the rest apart. That will also really help with preventing frizz. And then just slowly pulling each section apart. It's going to pull apart pretty naturally. So if you're struggling to get a section pulled apart, I would pause and make sure that it's a section that you actually picked up as you were twisting along.
I guess I would be a fool to think
So sorry, so almost immediately my camera ran out of batteries, so I had to let it charge a little bit while I took most of these down. So I've left a few to do on camera in the front here. And it's the same process, just untwisting the bantu knot and then finding the section where your two-strand twist is and separating it from there, and then you're just gently unraveling it. Sorry if this is a little hard to see. Some of my twists were still a little damp, unfortunately, so I do have a little extra frizz, but it's not too bad. I don't mind a little bit of frizz. And while I'm doing this, I'll just say that to make this set last for the max amount of time, I sleep with a satin bonnet at night, and I just take olive oil usually and rub it on my hands and fluff it in the morning and shape it how I want. I might add a couple bobby pins just to have it in a little bit of a style. You can do whatever you want with it. And my hair is a little bit shorter than what I'm used to because I just cut it, but with this set I like this length. Okay, so that one's done. I just have 2 more from what I can tell. And I'm rushing a little bit because I'm taking a little longer than usual with getting these taken down. That's another thing that you can do that you just saw me do to maintain the shape of the curl is you can, once you unravel it, you can twist it back in the direction of the curl. If you're finding that you're losing the set before the end of the week, you can take a spray bottle and spritz your hair with a little bit of water and retwist. Since it already has all of the gel, all of the product in it, all it really needs to do is just air dry, or if you want to make sure that it's totally dry, you can sit under a dryer if you have one. You can blow dry as well. Those are some options. Okay, and the last one over here.
On my dreams, for survival's sake, it seems. I guess I would be a fool to expect any more.
Okay, so they're all down. So the last step that I take is I take my pick and just fluff a little. I don't really like a ton of volume, but I do like some, and the pick is also good for merging your parts together so that it doesn't look like you had all of these individual sections of hair.
I have a heart, but I have a heart. The days are getting long.
This is the overall look, and I'll probably, actually I don't think I untwisted this all the way. There we go. I'll probably add a couple of bobby pins on that side, pin them up like that, or something similar. I'll show you some pictures at the end of the video. So that's this set, and I appreciate your watching. Thanks for tuning in to Jayme's Journeys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.